Budapest. But let's do football now, because Vice President of the Ghana Football Association, Mark Ado, has cautioned that the country could risk falling behind in football development on the continent if investment in the game does not increase soon. According to him, many countries on the continent are making massive investment in the game, and if same is not replicated in Ghana, we might not be able to compete with countries like Tanzania.
What should Ghanaians expect in the next 4 years?
We can only go higher from a standpoint that we want our national teams to be strong. We want to be a powerhouse in Africa and the world. And so a lot of resources will go into developing our coaches and developing our teams to that level. Our local league still needs a lot of help in terms of making a product that people can go and watch like we used to. Our referees we have to strengthen their capability as well, so that the games are officiated fair and clean, in a very professional way. One of the efforts is to continue engagement with government for government support, because we can't do it all. There's a tremendous amount of resources that will require at these levels. We want our national teams to be top in the world. We have to put a lot of resources at all levels, like other countries are doing, and that's the result that you see in Senegal and Morocco and all these places, because they put an amount of resources. And if we don't do it, trust me, you will be sitting here one day and you see countries like Tanzania and all these people, just raising bars because we have not invested in those areas.
Yeah, so that's the Vice President of the Ghana Football Association, that while lauding the association's objective, hoping to become a powerhouse in football as far as the continent is concerned, and also call on the government to invest in the game. Well, one group that is also helping to identify talent and develop them in the country is Activ8 Community, a group, and they are set to undertake a football development program in November later this year at the Kisseman Sports Complex. And I have the founder and CEO of the group, Lucinda Fletcher, in the studio with me, alongside the Public Relations Officer, Redwan Van Lieder, also in the studio with me. And Fletcher is also a member of the SAFA National Football Committee over there, Sports Committee. Guys, thanks so much for coming to the studio. And let me start with you, Redwan. Great. And just you're in Ghana, right? You're here with us in Ghana.
I'm a Ghana.
Ghana. Oh, nice one.
Yes,
the homework is going well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Exciting. I love it. Great. Except you didn't bring the Popo Isams to the studio.
Don't worry, my next time coming out.
Great. You have to bring it. And Fletcher, welcome to Ghana and welcome to the Journey Studio. But let me start with you in terms of Activ8 Group. Help us appreciate exactly what it's about. What do you do?
Okay, so Activ8 started in South Africa in 2019, and we are a football development program. So we literally focus on grassroots football development, and we assist them from developing straight into professional clubs, and we're hoping to do the same here in Ghana.
So you have a very strong emphasis on grassroots football.
Yes.
And I'm sure, Redwan, you also are very familiar with the grassroots football terrain in Ghana.
Yes, please.
So what has been your assessment of grassroots football in Ghana? Do you think we are doing well? Are we doing any well here in Ghana as far as grassroots football is concerned?
Okay, let me first of all say thank you to Kurt, because when he came to power, I've seen a lot of development in the grassroots. So going back to my bases, like my profession as well, I've been a scout, a football agent, and a sports analyst as well. I've been going to Tamale, I've been going to Takrade, Wawinch, I've been going to a very far places to scout for these young kids, and I can tell you with the fact that we have a lot of talent in Ghana, but how to explore them. Most of them don't really understand the game. It's like they are born with a talent. You wake up, you know how to kick football, you can run, we see you are a player. But there is a lot to it. That is what they are lacking. And that is why myself, I'm so much into the Activ8, so that I'm a football agent, and I have my own program called the Football Education Global, which I do teach kids on how to play football, the mindset. I psych them, I do talk to them a lot. So I think this it's a very nice program to push these kids out, because they have the talent, but they don't know a lot about the game. So
you talk about talent being abundant in Ghana, and of course, in the news is the fact that someone like Enes Nyama, playing for North-Zealand, getting a big move to French giant Olympique Lyon, massive deal for him. He's just been at North-Zealand for just a little while, just like 12 months, and he's already gotten a massive move to Olympique Lyon. conversations are already, far advanced relative to Mohamed Kudus' possible move to West Ham United. I mean, for someone like you who has been working with young talent in the country, what does such news mean for you? That someone like Mohamed Kudus, who started from the grassroots here in Ghana, in Esuniama, getting the opportunity to play at such high level, what does it mean?
It doesn't only mean a lot to myself. It means a lot to the Ghana Football Association. It means a lot to every Ghanaian as well. Yourself, myself, and everybody out there who love football as a whole. You understand? So with Kudus and the other guys, what they are doing is massively well. It's even good, giving us a good name for other people to feel like, whoa, there are some kind of good kids out there. Let's go there. Let's follow up. Let's see what they have over there. Because Mohamed Kudus, we don't have only him from Ghana. We have a lot of players coming up like him. So I think this is a good call for even the Europeans to follow up and come and see the goodies that we have here.
Interesting. And that's where, Fletcher, you come in and your group comes in, because you are looking to identify talent. And you have a program at the Kisseman Sports Complex later this year in November. Talk to me about that program. What do you intend to do?
Sure, we are very excited to be hosting our very first development program. So the aim is literally to get youngsters from as young as 12 years, between 12 and 19 years, to come down to the grounds and get developed. Because as much as we have a lot of talented players, and like Ridwan said rightfully, there are extremely a lot of talented players, but what they do lack is the bridge between the basics of knowing football and taking that into professional play. Because we've got a lot of talented ones, they play league, they play tournaments, but they also pick up a lot of bad habits. And that is where we come in, because we want to show you and teach you the right way to do football. We literally are focused on developing a newer breed of footballers where they will do the right thing at the right time and be very well educated on and off the field, so that they can showcase the best of the best talent. And we do believe that that is possible right here in Ghana.
It's amazing. So you're not just trying to find talent, you want to also grow the personality traits of these footballers. So,
very important.
And I think that's very profound, especially in an age where, it's easy for a player to reach stardom and all of a sudden begin to engage in all manner of vices and all of that. So it's really crucial. Let me come back to you, Ridwan. We understand the program is coming up in November later this year.
Yeah, sure.
And at the Kisseman Sports Complex. What else can you share with us?
We have a 5-day program. It's not only a single day where the players will come and then we will share them 11-11, play. We see that, you are tactically good, you can run, we pick you. No, this is not what we are coming to do. We have a 5 days. If you register, we have a 5 days for you. You come, you learn what is football and law, football management agreement. How is it? What is it like? Football and your habits. How is it like? Football entertainment. How is it like? We need to let them understand the basic, so that in the future they will know that I'm fully prepared. And even we also looking at them adopting the system that we are bringing, we will also know that these guys are ready, these guys are not ready, because we have a package for the elite group and the semi-elite group, which after we are finished with the program, we pick the elite group. The semi-elite group will be monitored by we are going to work with the VCN here in Ghana. We will be monitoring them. When we see that they are prepared mindfully, everything is ready for them, we also push them to the elite side, and then we explore them to the world.
And I said there's some opportunity for aspiring footballers to even ply their trade in South Africa. And what even interested me the more was the fact that this is not just exclusive to, say, men footballers. It's both gender, male and female. At a time when women's game is at its very peak. Just gone by was a Women's World Cup, fascinating display of football. So, I mean, why do you want to also pay attention to the women's game? Why do you intend to, inculcate that into this program, and also just a bit on the opportunity available for them?
Well, it's very important, like we've seen, that the time that it's now for women. Like, we've done exceptionally well. I think South Africa, Nigeria, they've all made their countries proud. And we do think that now is the time for these youngsters to rise. They were left on a very high wave, with women doing us so proud, and the opportunity is there. And we've shown, and Sorry, I'm not biased or anything,
Yeah.
but we've definitely shown the men
Yeah.
that we can do what they've been doing for years.
Absolutely.
We have done this in a shorter time frame. So we are excited, and yes, just before I came here, I actually spoke to one of the coaches in our Premier Hollywood Bets League in South Africa, and he was saying, "You in Ghana, bring me back those talented ones." So I'm really hoping that we could find some really good female footballers that we can take back to South Africa. We are excited. We want to have them there. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, I mean, time is pretty much done, but let's just reiterate on where the program is happening, who can be part of it, how they can be part of it, finally.
Oh, okay. So, like we started it from the age of 12 to 20. Okay, that 20 is okay. Yeah, from the age of 12 to 20. Okay, and it's open for both genders, female and male as well. And it's at Kisseman. We will launch it officially on the 4th to 8th of November, and we are fully preparing for that.
Amazing. We'll definitely be there.
And they can definitely, they can go to our website, www.activ8.site, and go and grab some more information. They can also register there, and they can just, check out our social media pages to keep up to date with what is happening, when it's happening, and where it's happening.
Amazing. So that's a very important football program coming up later this year in November. You want to be part of it, just register, and you might just stand an opportunity to apply your trade in South Africa. And that's Fletcher and Ridwan with Activ8. The very overprotective Lionel Messi's bodyguard. And that's what we do the gettings on tonight's edition of Prime Sport. With me, Razak, have a lovely evening.